This is my chord combo video for Don't Stop Believing, where we look at the ukulele chords you will need to play this song, but we're not looking at the whole song, we're just looking at one pattern, we're looking at one chord progression. So it's really building on my chord tutorial series, and now what we're doing is putting those chords together and learning how to play bits of songs, and that is the best way to actually develop your chord playing and your range of chords by just learning songs and learning the chords you need for those songs. So that's what we're doing. We're looking at Don't Stop Believing, and we're looking at the pattern C, G, E minor, F, and it's that jump to the E minor. It's just a little bit different in this song. So here we go, Don't Stop Believing. Let's get into it. She took the midnight train going anywhere. So that's the second line of the song, and that's the bit we're looking at today. So we're focusing on the C, to the G, to the E minor, and to the F. So starting on the C, and I'll just put out there, we're doing the down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern. So you can just do single down strums for today if you want to, while we focus on the chords. But if you can do the full down, down, up, down, up, it's another part of the song that you've got the hang of. So we'll just do that slowly on the C. C, of course, is our third finger on the 3rd fret. We'll do it twice on each chord for now, and then we go to the G. Now, C to the G, we are moving our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret from the C, moves up a string on to the E string, and then our 1st and 2nd finger go next to it on the 2nd fret on the C and the A string. So our 3rd finger moves from the A to the E string, and our 1st and 2nd finger go next to it on the 2nd fret on the C and the A string. Have a look at the G diagram if you're not comfortable with the G, but that's probably the hardest chord that we're doing, the G, just getting those 3 fingers clumped together accurately. So make sure you're comfortable with that one. So we go C, to the G, and then the E minor. Now the jump from the G to the E minor is really easy because our 1st finger stays in the same position. So our 1st finger stays on that A string on the 2nd fret. So we don't need to move that, and instead we move our 2nd and 3rd finger, and we sort of make a diagonal line across the fretboard, starting with that 1st finger on the 2nd fret. So our 1st finger goes on the A string, 2nd finger goes on the next fret down, the 3rd fret on the E string, and our 3rd finger goes on the 4th fret on the C string. So it's 2, 3, 4, A string, E string, C string. Okay, so it makes a bit of a diagonal line if you look at it, and that helps you remember. So remember, we're keeping our 1st finger in that same place from the G to the E minor. And as soon as you realise that, and it's just your 2nd and 3rd finger that have to jump into that position, actually it becomes much easier to do. So have a practice of that. And then we're on the E minor, and then we go to the F. So there it's just a jump from our 1st and 2nd fingers there on the 2nd and 3rd frets to the 1st and 2nd frets, with our 1st finger on the E string there on the 1st fret, and our 2nd finger on the G string on the 2nd fret for the F. So it's E minor and jump to the F. Okay, let's have a go at that. So it goes a little bit like this. She took the midnight train going anywhere. So just do the pattern once on each chord. C, G, E minor, and F. One more time. C, G, E minor, and F. So practice that. The tricky bit is the G to the E minor, I think. So do have a look at that. And then that's a big part of this song. Once you've learnt that pattern, you can get into the whole song and enjoy learning that whole song on your ukulele. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.